The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
Right now on UMass Sports Insider, Football National Signing Day brought the Minutemen perhaps their most talented class ever last week, so we'll take an all-access look at the events that unfolded as the letters of intent rolled in. And it's opening weekend for several UMass spring sports squads. With action getting underway in lacrosse and softball, we'll preview each of those traditionally strong UMass teams. Plus, you'll meet one of the top competitors in the pool for the Minutemen, a Massachusetts native who has overcome some long odds and health obstacles to excel in some of the most grueling events. Always lapping the competition. UMass Sports Insider, now. You're watching UMass Sports Insider, presented by Mafre Insurance, Coca-Cola, and Office Depot Office Max. It may still be cold outside, but the spring sports seasons are here. This weekend, the action begins for UMass softball and the men's and women's lacrosse teams. All three programs have traditionally been conference championship contenders, and each will look to get off to a strong start to competition this weekend. Hi there and welcome to snowy Amherst for UMass Sports Insider. I'm your host Josh Maurer. Well, last week we talked men's WLAX. In this show, we're going to preview the women's season in addition to the upcoming softball team squad that begins this weekend. That's coming up in just a bit, but let's start with a look back at a great day for the UMass football program, which brought in a record-breaking class during National Signing Day. We had our cameras there for the entire event, so let's take a look back, presented by Office Depot Office Max.
Let's go! Let's go! This is UMass signing day.
Need more caffeine in here.
Taylor!
Get him on the phone.
Gotta get this boy on the phone. Taylor, what's up, baby?
Hey!
Everybody
Taylor.
excited, baby. 302 in the house.
Cody Banks on the line. Get him on the line. Got LaShawn Askew. Got LaShawn. We want kids that want to be challenged. We have a story to tell, and now that we're having some players, as I said, we signed, I think it's maybe 24 guys or 23. The more guys that we can have interest from, the better off we are going to be in the future. That's great. So keep working hard, okay? If you need anything, let us know. Say hello to your mom and sister, okay?
Yeah,
Infinite Tucker.
Infinite Tucker.
Infinite.
Hey, Infinite, congratulations. That's great. Really excited for you. Really excited for us. Can't wait to coach you.
Very intriguing prospect. 6'5", about 200 pounds. If he was in Florida or Texas and did some of the same things that he's doing, I'm sure he'd be a national recruit.
Having those guys come on campus has really helped us, and we expect a better year next year. And I think with this group of guys that we've got coming in are really going to help us in being hosts and where we're heading in this program and what we're doing. And I don't think I've ever been any more excited at any point than this morning, and seeing our guys here at 6 in the morning and getting ready and listening to the recruits. I've talked to all of them when they've signed, and they're going to spread the word, and we're headed in the right direction.
And safety, Patrick Amara Jr.
Yeah, Pat's coming over as a transfer from Pitt. He played his high school football at West Catholic High School for Coach Pluck there, did a great job.
What people don't know, Tyshawn rushed for 900 yards as a junior at running back. And he also mixed it up a little bit at safety. So another athlete we can add.
Optimus Prime, I-9 on the line. There we go.
Happy tears. Those are happy tears, man. She's proud of you. She's proud of you, big man.
You are officially a Minuteman. You deserve it. Enjoy it, okay? We'll get ready to work here pretty soon.
We good, right?
Yo, we all the way good.
The guys found a way, and for our seniors to go out that way, just will galvanize things that are happening, and I think it really springboarded us into having a great recruiting year, and we can't wait to get these guys on campus in May, and then but we're looking forward to great things.
It was a total of 24 athletes who signed national letters of intent. They'll join 6 mid-year enrollees who are getting ready to start spring practice. That gets underway in mid-March. Well, it's time for us to take a quick break on UMass Sports Insider, but we are just getting started. When we come back, we head to women's lacrosse and sit down with the head coach of the 7-time defending A10 champion Minute Women as they get ready to begin another campaign. Angela McMahon is coming up right on the other side.
I'm getting ready to shop for school supplies, and I'm kind of super excited about it.
A number 2 pencil, it'll get you through the day. This is what you need.
Why didn't I get enough pencils?
Like, I'd open a pack of paper and I'd be like, it smells like learning.
Love that sound.
Oh, the future is now, ladies and gentlemen.
This is what I'm gonna get. This right here.
I am a student again, and I can do anything, and I have an agenda.
Forward-thinking insurance company with a global network, focused on taking care of you and your family, providing freedom from worry everywhere you go. Mafre Insurance, a forward-thinking insurance company with a global network, providing friendly service with over 2,000 professionals taking care of you and your family. Mafre Insurance.
Leadership isn't given, it's earned, realized, accomplished, fulfilled, won. Leadership isn't given, it's taken.
He drives, he shoots, he scores. That's right, it's basketball season and your UMass Minutemen are ready to take to the court at the Mullen Center. Don't miss out on the fun. Be sure to get your seats for this season's premium matchups and exciting game day action. Choose your games with the Maroon Pack or the Musket Pack. Select 3 great games for only $55 or 5 games for $90. Great seats are still available and single game tickets are starting at just $20. Get your game on. Call 866-UMass-TICKS or visit UMassathletics.com to lock in your seats today.
We are back on UMass Sports Insider, and this weekend, many of the spring sports seasons get underway at UMass. I know there's some snow on the ground, so it's a little bit hard to believe, but it's time for the spring, and we're going to begin by previewing the women's lacrosse season. Presented by Office Depot Office Max. Here's head coach Angela McMahon. Coach, ready to get it going?
We can't wait. I mean, we're thrilled. We've had a great preseason, great energy, and I think at this point we're pretty sick of playing each other.
Well, you can't win an Atlantic 10 championship in the first week or even the first month, but you know what it takes to win an A10. You've done it so many years in a row. What's the formula that you need with this team to make this another Atlantic 10 champion?
I think it's continuous improvement each and every day and having fun and playing loose. We have high caliber, quality players that obviously have made huge impacts, not only in our program, but in the league. So I'm expecting great things from this team.
Let's talk about some of the leaders and the players that you're going to be counting on, especially as the season starts. You look to veterans, I know. Tell us some of the names that we should be looking out for here the first few weeks of the season.
We have a great senior class. All 6 of them are leaders, starting in the back with the Farnham twins that have been kind of staples in our defensive lineup. The things that they can do in terms of the twin connection that they have going on is fantastic, and they're by far the best athletes we've ever had in our program. And they work in conjunction really well with Amber Tobin, who is another returning senior defender for us. So our backfield is really strong. Then we have on the attack attacking side, Nicole Trost, who has really stepped up this year as a senior. She's taking the offense under her wing. She's communicating. She's a fantastic leader for us. Eileen McDonald is contributing. She came on strong last year, and I expect her to go out with a bang her senior year as well. And then lastly, Erica Ipe, who obviously has been an impact player for us, and I don't expect her to slow down at all. She's only improved and gotten better, which I think is scary.
You've got a new home field. It's Garber, the great kind of intimate venue that it is. It gives you a terrific home field advantage when fans are packed in there. Talk about what the move in venue has meant to you and your program.
It's fantastic. It just opens up so many opportunities for us and improves the quality, I think, of our student athletes' experience, which is the number one most important thing. The fact that they can just get out there and do some extra work whenever they want. The environment itself, it's a fantastic field, and we couldn't be more grateful and excited to play there. I know our girls are ecstatic, and opening up at home, I think, is even more exciting.
So it's Holy Cross, that's the opponent. Take us through that matchup and some of the other games you have coming up in the first couple of weeks of the season.
We're excited about Holy Cross because that's actually who we finished our fall season with. So to be able to finish with them in the fall and open up with them in the spring, I think will enable us to track how much improvement we made. This year we added Boston College to our non-conference slate, which is extremely exciting because in the past few years they've been top 5, top 8 programs, and then rounding out our non-conference slate with Albany, who was one of our 2 losses last year and has always been a really tight game. So I'm expecting that they're going to have another strong year and we're going to have to be ready to play. And from there we'll go into conference mode and hopefully get our 8th straight Atlantic 10 championship.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. Thanks for spending some time with us here, and we can't wait to see you out on Garber Field.
Great, thank you.
That's women's lacrosse head coach Angela McMahon. We're just getting started, too, on our spring previews. We'll have a look at the softball team coming up in just a bit. We'll be back with more UMass Sports Insider. When we come back, you'll hear the inspirational story of a UMass swimmer who not only battles some of the toughest events in his sport, but also the effects of cystic fibrosis. Meet Owen Wright right after this.
Leadership isn't given. It's earned. Realized. Accomplished. Fulfilled. Won. Leadership isn't given. It's taken.
Welcome back to UMass Sports Insider, now at the Joseph Rogers Pool in Boyden Gymnasium. Well, cystic fibrosis is a disease that can impact almost every aspect of one's life, especially the ability to do physical activity. But for one UMass swimmer, CF has not only not deterred him from competing in sports, but he is excelling here in the pool. Let's meet the great Owen Wright, presented by Mafre Insurance.
He's a tremendous competitor. Wears his emotions and his passion on his sleeve. He's a kid that will basically try to do anything when he's racing to win. I can't really equate him to any other athlete I've coached.
Most of the time having CF, it makes it so I have to, get out every now and then. But I try not to. I try to stay in as much as I can. I'd say I knew about it my whole life. From about 4 months old, I was diagnosed with it. Swimming's been, from the beginning, I've been swimming, my whole life. There's one doctor here by the name of Pierre Roser who has really helped a lot. He's very progressive with the medications that he prescribes. He's checking up on me almost all the time, so that's great. It's really nice to have.
Cystic fibrosis affects many organs. Primarily it affects the lungs and the gastrointestinal tract. The main problem with cystic fibrosis in the lungs is your ability to have thinner mucus. So a cystic fibrosis patient will have much thicker mucus. They'll get mucus plugs. They'll have difficulty taking deep breaths, difficulty with harder activities, and so on.
Swimming is it's good. It's a good sport for me because it loosens everything up.
I went on a home visit, actually met with him and his family at a restaurant in Attleboro. His father said, "Owen, do you want to share with Coach your health issues?" And when they dropped cystic fibrosis on me, I did a double take inside my head. And I said, well, no, he's progressed this far, why would I back off? This is probably a kid that's tougher than most of the other athletes that I'll recruit.
There are some drawbacks with having the condition in swimming, obviously. You know, you've got competitors that have, huge lung capacity, and there I am with kind of, mediocre to maybe like, average, lung capacity. I just feel really, really blessed with my condition. It's not a terrible case of CF, really not that bad. Sometimes I take a moment to think about it, and it's nice to have that kind of sense of gratitude. Like, I'm very happy that it's not as bad as some of the cases that I've seen.
I sometimes sit there and think, I go, see, a good day for him when he feels good, I wonder if that's a bad day for us, I don't know what he feels, but I do know that he comes into the pool and gives us 100%.
My dad's tremendously proud. My mother's very happy that I'm healthy and, happy. My dad was very happy with Russ. He really thought that I should be here, and I kind of talked to him about it, one night, and we decided that this was a school, this was it.
I think he'll be one of the top 5 in a couple of events. He already is. He's got the school record in the 200 IM. He's certainly going to be one of the best sprinters that ever swam here. He comes to the pool and he went 33 for a 75 freestyle off the blocks yesterday. That's good. That was in practice. That's what we stress. If you dwell on the challenges, then like with any athlete, then that's going to become the story rather than the athletic performance. His teammate. I mean, we've got, I think, a real positive team culture. So, I think that we all treat each other with that respect, maybe that kind of convivial disrespect at times, but he's one of the boys.
Well, right before my races, usually I go into a meditative state. I like to kind of gauge the competition and then just go for it. And while I swim, I don't really think about very much. I just kind of focus on, my stroke rate, that kind of thing, and hitting my walls right, and just finishing the race as best I can.
Owen, he has my respect. He's an athlete that we're proud to have representing the university and representing UMass swimming.
I'm impressed by somebody with cystic fibrosis doing well socially and academically in high school and making it to college and never doing a sport. The fact that he's done those things and that is a swimmer is amazing. The fact that he's done those things and is a championship swimmer is remarkable.
Winning's kind of why I swim, honestly. I love to compete, and giving it my best is what I do, so that's why I'm here.
What an incredible story. Thanks so much, Owen. We wish him continued success here in the pool. Now, the biggest event of the year for the UMass men's and women's swimming and diving teams comes up next week. They'll be at the Atlantic 10 Championships, this year held in Geneva, Ohio, beginning next Wednesday. Well, it's time for us to take another quick break here on the program, but when we come back, we go back to previewing the spring sports seasons and head onto the softball diamond, where the Minute Women have retooled the roster and are looking to make a move back to their familiar standing at the top of the A10. We are coming right back.
He drives, he shoots, he scored! That's right, it's basketball season and your UMass Minutemen are ready to take to the court at the McMahon Center. Don't miss out on the fun. Be sure to get your seats for this season's premium matchups and exciting game day action. Choose your games with the Maroon Pack or the Musket Pack. Select 3 great games for only $55 or 5 games for $90. Great seats are still available and single game tickets are starting at just $20. Get your game on. Call 866-UMass-TICKS or visit UMassathletics.com to lock in your seats today.
We are back on UMass Sports Insider, and it's time to continue our preview of the spring sports seasons. Believe it or not, this weekend we're going to play softball down in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we have some members of the Minute Women team with us. Presented by Peter Pan, head coach Christy Stefanoni, and senior Olivia Godin joining us. And first of all, Coach, let me start with you. It gets underway just this weekend. You guys must be very excited.
We are. I think we're chomping at the bit to get out there, and it's happening fast.
Olivia, as one of the leaders of the team this year, how are you getting your teammates focused and ready to start playing in these difficult tournaments that you have coming up?
We just talk a lot about what our end goal is of the season and how these games are going to prepare us, and that competition is key no matter what the outcome is of each weekend. We're just going to go out there, play our guts out, and have some fun.
All right, Coach, so much of softball begins with pitching. Let's talk about how your pitching is shaping up as you get ready to start.
I'm pleased with how our staff is coming along. I think that our pitching coach, Kaylin Inglesby, has been doing a really good job. Obviously, our ace is returning in Megan Colleran. Her cast of characters behind her, I think are going to be brand new for a lot of people to see, with Tara Klee coming back on the mound, and Taylor Carbone is going to be throwing a few games for us this year.
Olivia, you were talking about the goals that you have set, hopefully, to accomplish for your team this year. Let's talk about them.
So this is a team where we know we can qualify for the A10 tournament. That's the ultimate first goal, but the end goal is to win that A10 title, bring it back here to Amherst. We have a lot of faith in each other, we have good team chemistry, and we just talk about how we love to compete, and we have that ability to go far this year.
Talk about this year's tournaments that you have coming up and how that helps prepare your team for the A10.
Well, obviously, we like to position ourselves very well going into the conference tournament. You know, starting off with Charlotte, I think that's a great opponent for us. They're in Conference USA. They're bringing in Toledo in the MAC. So it's a good start for us. Going into Ole Miss, that's going to be a big challenge for us. We're headed into an SEC program. Last but not least, we're headed to Maryland, your alma mater.
That's right.
BU is going to be there. They're a great team, and that'll give us a little peek at them.
You've been through this before, Olivia. How does it help prepare you for the conference? When you play in all those different kinds of venues in the South, you get the warm weather, and you play against such tough competition.
We see a lot of different types of pitching, which is key, because the A10 has a huge sprawl of pitching as well as hitters. So it's really good for our pitchers to face those types of hitters. It's good for us to see different pitching. People in the SEC who are throwing to the top players in the nation, how we match up against them.
Well, we wish you ladies best of luck getting it going this weekend. Can't wait to watch you and then see you back here at the UMass softball complex in just about a month and a half, right?
Right.
Yeah, can't wait.
Looking forward to it. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
So there's Christy Stefanoni and Olivia Godin here on UMass Sports Insider. We're taking a quick break. When we come back,
we'll be back to wrap up another UMass Sports Insider after this, including a look back at the college career of one of the greatest UMass soccer athletes of all time. Stay tuned.
A forward-thinking insurance company with a global network, focused on taking care of you and your family, providing freedom from worry everywhere you go. Mafre Insurance. A forward-thinking insurance company with a global network, providing friendly service with over 2,000 professionals taking care of you and your family. Mafre Insurance.
I'm getting ready to shop for school supplies, and I'm kind of super excited about it.
A number 2 pencil. It'll get you through the day. This is what you need.
Why didn't I get enough pencils?
Like, I'd open a pack of paper, I'd be like, it smells like learning.
Love that sound.
Oh, the future is now, ladies and gentlemen.
This is what I'm going to get. This right here.
I am a student again, and I can do anything. And I have an agenda.
He drives, he shoots, he scores! That's right, it's basketball season and your UMass Minutemen are ready to take to the court at the McMahon Center. Don't miss out on the fun. Be sure to get your seats for this season's premium matchups and exciting game day action. Choose your games with the Maroon Pack or the Musket Pack. Select 3 great games for only $55 or 5 games for $90. Great seats are still available and single game tickets are starting at just $20. Get your game on. Call 866-UMass-TICKS or visit UMassathletics.com to lock in your seats today.
Welcome back to UMass Sports Insider. Well, on Tuesday night, UMass hockey picked up a big non-conference victory right down the road in Springfield against a local rival, AIC. It was at the Mass Mutual Center, and let's take a look back at some of those exciting highlights.
Sends it deep. Widmar scrapes it up the boards, cuts into the face-off circle, walks in, score!
Joe Widmar, what a shot. Kravchenko wins it back. Walsh scores! Shane Walsh off the draw, and it's 2-1 UMass. Well, our side, Pagozzi feeds it through. Plevy score! Pagozzi, Lee on the rebound. Minute 25 to go. Lee walks high in his zone, feeds it in. Walsh shoots high and wide. Turnaround shot, score! Ben Gallagher on the rebound, and UMass wins it in overtime.
The Minutemen are back at the Mullen Center on Friday night. They begin a home-and-home Hockey East weekend against Northeastern with a rare 8:30 p.m. face-off. Again, that's Friday night across the campus at Mullins. Well, at the end of each one of our February shows here on UMass Sports Insider, in honor of Black History Month, we're going to feature a prominent former UMass athlete or coach. And today, we look at one of the greatest soccer players in Atlantic 10 history, the one and only Briana Scurry. Scurry, who would become one of the faces of USA women's soccer, completed her 4 years at UMass with 37 shutouts and a career record of 48, 13, and 4. In 1993, she helped lead the Minute Women to an Atlantic 10 regular season title, a conference tournament championship, and to the semifinals of the NCAA Women's Soccer Championship. She was the starting goalkeeper for the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team at the 95, 99, and 03 World Cups, in addition to the 96 and 04 Olympics. Briana Scurry making UMass proud throughout her entire professional soccer career. Well, that'll do it for this edition of UMass Sports Insider. It's a big weekend here on campus, though. It begins on Thursday night with a big men's basketball contest against VCU. Don't forget, it's UMass hockey then Friday night at a special time of 8:30. They take on Northeastern before the Mullen Center turns back to the hardwood on Saturday afternoon. It's the Minute Women taking on St. Bonaventure at 2 o'clock. We'll have another new edition of the program coming up next week for you, and we hope to see you then. Until that time, I'm Josh Maurer saying thanks for watching and have a great weekend.